So last time we managed to take a decent bit of land from Karakayunlu in 2 separate wars, I believe. And then also we're now neighboring 2 new nations. One of them is our rival and the other one is a vassal of the rival. Or feudatory of the rival. So we'll probably be fighting them today. Do they have any other... They do have Hasa as an ally. And do they have... No, they only got 1 feudatory. But yeah, we'll probably be expanding down here south of the Caspian Sea into Persia, hopefully, today, or in the following episodes on YouTube. But let's actually unpause. Well, there goes the taxes. Oh, so it didn't pay the taxes immediately, did it? I suppose not, but that's fine. So I wonder how much we're going to be getting money now. So right now is 1.3, and once we hit February, we should be seeing the new figures. Total tax is 6.15. Okay, it's still the same amount of taxes, but the expenditure seems to have gone up a little bit. Alright, how is our... Nobility is very loyal, so that's good news. Burghers are loyal, clergy is fairly loyal. We do have quite large corruption, 57%. That is something that I'd like to lower, but at the same... Ooh, actually. Right, how much do the bureaucrats have influence? 23, so we've done the influential bureaucrat. Yeah, so promote the faction. I was hoping to get the tax farming, or state tax farming on, because that would reduce the tax revenue transfer to elites based on power share, which would save us a lot of money in the long run, and then of course the mana cost for all state taxes would go down on all that. Now it is not a cheap thing to do, and plus because it's one of the reforms, it's like -2 stability as well, so yeah, not gonna happen immediately, I'm afraid, but we are working on getting some claims on QQ, and then also into Yalar... Let's just say Persia. I don't know. I can't pronounce that name. I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, there are some rebellions. Now, something that I think I noted this already earlier, but I really like the fact that when you hover over this, you can actually see where those provinces are on the map. Or it highlights the provinces. That is really excellent quality of life improvement. Now, how is our capital doing in terms of industry and all that? Looks like the throughput, at least for the industry, is pretty good. We could maybe increase the total type of industries, though. And also, how about the properties? So, there's a room for farmlands, definitely. Commercial is making a bit of a deficit. Academic is doing alright. Let's actually have another rebellion appears. Well then, right, so let's have a quick look at how much workforce do we have available in here. We do have a decent bit of peasantry, so we could certainly put in a bit more agriculture in here, or we'll use the farmlands a bit more, and then maybe we should put in like a tiny bit of industry as well. Let's do that real quick, shall we? The farmlands, and then industry. Just, you know, trying to make the capital be a bit stronger. I mean, it's only 21 development right now, but if we have a bit more industry and all that sort of stuff in there, it will slowly also, at least hopefully, get a bit more commercial in there. Commercial will be more viable, and then that way we'll get a bigger and bigger... Well, a center of production is okay. It is a minor center of trade, but we might be able to get, you know, another merchant and all that sort of stuff. Oh, I believe we can actually get a claim on QQ now. The question is what? Oh, right, yeah, I wanted to claim over here, didn't I? Let's do that. Because that is a fort. It's a nice location to have. Then, of course, we'll probably take this one as well. Maybe even that one? Actually, no, the wasteland goes through there. Well, actually... Yeah, so that's part of the state that we are already taking. Yeah, I suppose we could get a claim on that one as well. So we'll keep the spies where they are right now. Oh boy, there's just more and more rebellions in here. At least we're getting the core in here now, slowly but surely. The corruption is going up quite drastically, I might say. Now, the state corruption is 2.5... Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm guessing if we were to lower the state corruption, I mean... It is pretty darn high. I'm pretty sure that it is going down, though, right? Yeah, the provincial corruption is going down. So we should be... I think that's the yearly change there. If you upgrade your capital minor center as a trade center or major, you should be able to get 4 merchants happening to Mazaran, going up and down along the 2 to 4 to 2 merchants. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that we'll get... actually, do we have any other centers of trade? We do have Derbent. And there's another center of production. We got another over here in Ayastan. And one in Odishi. We've got a few places. We've also got a lot of gold production. What we might do at some point today is taking more of the gold mines for ourselves. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that... Oh, statesman died. Okay. Let's have a look at what the options are now. So we could give Burkrat some power at least, which is something that we do need. Unfortunately, it is a Sunni advisor, and the improved relations isn't necessarily the one that we need the most right now. But at the same time, we've got two options. Diplomatic reputation. How much? We do have an income. We could maybe get the level 2 clergy advisor here. For the diplomatic reputation. I mean, it would give us a lot of diplo points, that's for sure. That is at least an orthodox, so that wouldn't cause any problems that way. I think we're probably going to take that. I'd rather not give the nobility any more, you know, influence. They already have plenty. And they're still gaining quite a bit. Not that we should be giving the elites a lot of loyalty when each of them use another corruption option. Cost power and power points, but no stability. True, that might also be an option. So I definitely want to get Aradil. I mean, it's an important location on our way into Persia. I mean, is there any... There's a center of trade down here. Another one over there. Oh, Tabriz is an important center of trade. Okay. Our manpower situation isn't amazing, but right now we should have enough, and we're still allied to the White Horde, so that gives us a pretty good defensive possibility in here. I could declare war on Akayunlu. They have 4,000 men. They're allied to Kandar, but that would put us neighboring Mamluks, and I don't think that's necessarily a smart idea right now. Although, if we don't take that, then Mamluks will certainly do it, so I don't know. We could do a quick war after we've beat down the Turkmen separatists or something like that. And we're still getting a bit of money, so that's good. I think we did have investments rather recently. Well, no, we didn't. I don't think we did. Because we invested 20 ducats into the industry and farmlands in our capital. And then we hired the new advisor. Well, maybe there was a little bit. Because we've also been gaining money, so yeah, there may have been investments in the past year. Probably not a massive improvement, although I think we may have increased the development in our capital to at least 22 overall, maybe. I'm not entirely sure about that, but we can check that once the... right. No, it's still 21. Okay. So not all that great. How's the population doing in here? But there's a bit of problem with residents. They're not getting all the comforts and luxury needs, okay. But there's still a lot more immigration than what we're losing there. Then the peasants are growing rather rapidly. Well, semi-rapidly. It's like 1,000 every 3 years or so. So clergy, nobles, and... Oh, and burghers, we're actually losing some. But yeah, we got almost 100 industry right now in there. Oh, and commercial is making some profit there now. How much... So the trade value is 3.7. If we can get this to 5 at least, that would get us a bit closer on getting the commercialization in here. And that might actually work in getting the... Well, that would work in getting the institution finally. I believe we can now get a claim over here. Let's do that. We'd also maybe get a claim on this province in here. Oh, independence is supported by Karakayunlu. Interesting. I mean, independent Mazandara might not be a bad idea. How is our aggressive expansion? Oh, they changed this. Okay. Oh, we have... Oh, that shows who we have truces with. I see. Right, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. Like 20-something most of the time. We've got a fair chunk of unrest down here. We are already doing the rebel suppression, though. I don't think there's too much else that we can do about it. Also keep that there. Ooh, we have room for another... Do we want to take another regiment, though? I mean, the manpower is growing. Maybe we want to keep the manpower somewhat stable right now. Because even when we're going to have another war, then that is going to take away some of that. And without going over the force limit, we might be able to get a decent bit of cash reserves going. So yeah, the corruption is still going up. How much is it now? Is it 55%? Oh, and there we go, stability going up. Does that have an impact on the... It increases centralization, those unrests, commerce production inefficiency, institution spread. But no, it doesn't directly have an impact on the corruption. Not expanding, going over many to be trained. Yeah, that's also true. So we got a conquest casus belli on both of these nations here now. So QQ we got a truce with for how long? For another 4 years. Plus 1 and 2 stability, health province growth. That is true, that is true. Haven't gotten any more development here yet, but like we're already only 1.5 years into this session, so I wouldn't really expect all that large improvements in there yet. So the state corruption, I think once we go below 50% or something like that, then the big one over there is gonna wear down, I think. Which would be like another 2 or 3 years. How much is it going down now? Okay, it's 1.73. Okay, so that's not necessarily all that great. Oh, the Royal Concert expired. Okay, we could do the grand celebration. We don't actually have the money for that quite yet. Oh, and are we losing stability? No, we're slowly gaining. Well, I mean, yeah, we did get the point of stability rather recently, didn't we? Right, can we... Ooh. No, we've gotten the expand authority already, don't we? Oh, Dishonor Alliance. Oh, right. Well, that's gonna be in for another year, I suppose. Yeah, so that's gonna last until 1413. Give bow to nobility. True. Now, it does lower our stability, though. If we do this one. But that would lower the noble power, that's true, because it's already 81%. At the same time, there's a lot of things that we need the burgher power to be higher on average. So I think it's probably going to be worthwhile in the long run, especially with the over 80 loyalty now. Pardon the regulars. Oh, do we? Oh yeah, we do. It gives professionalism, excellent. Let's actually have a look at the military then. So what is our... where does it say the skill level again? Over here. So the skill level is almost 70% for peasants. Urban conscripts is also quite similar. Aristocrat officers skill level 70%. Metropolitan officers over 80%. Oh. Clerical officers 75%. But the numbers that we have the most is the aristocrat officers still. Of the officers. The conscripts, of course, is mostly the peasants. But yeah, looks like the skill levels are going up, at least for the conscripts. Although not all that quickly. But yeah, if we are below the force limit, then I think that's going to be good in the long run, or for the foreseeable future. And also, if we can get 20% professionalism, that'd be pretty nice. Although, do we have any more of the government reforms that we could do? There's the nobility assemblies, but I don't think we're going to be doing either one of those. Oh, well, there we go. That's one of the rebellions. We can't do the garrison, but we need the hybrid military and enlistment, and that's going to be a long way away. We could go for the native. Self-promoted rule for areas of different culture, improve relations with many of our subjects at the risk of increasing separation and local power. I would like to go for the... Oh, regionalism. Hold on a minute. Right, so we'd have to go for the federalism, which we cannot do because we don't have the nobility yet. And for this one, we need to have the aristocrat influence below 35, and we need to have bureaucrat advisor or bureaucratic influence of 30. So that's going to be difficult, but that would then... Ooh, that would lower the autonomy from nobility quite a bit. And less noble power from all sorts of things, and noble gravity and all that. So, yeah, overall that would be quite nice. And I believe we are going to have a quick fight over here. Ansang's movement speed is going to be there well before the siege is over. I mean, probably before the first tick of... Yeah, before even the first tick of the siege is over. Oh, our spy networking cuckoo unfortunately got caught, but not much I can do about that. Oh, they're moving back there. Well, that's a good thing that we're taking care of it. There we go, so that is a stack wipe. There is another one that is probably going to fire relatively soon. And how is the... Right, so we do not have a garrison in here. We'd probably want to get... Oh, local training costs would go down with that. I don't remember that that is a thing, but... Makes sense. I believe that local training costs is probably for the manpower that they train from the province. At least that would make sense. New administration for another 2 years. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we did just conquer these lands at the fairly end of the last stream, didn't we? How much do we need points to claim this? We need another 40 points to claim that one. But I'd rather have claim on both of these nations, just in case, if if the vassal gets independence. Oh, and I think we have the usual... The game is trying to play one of the Sabaton songs, and it fails to do so, so let me fix that. I really hate that it does that, though. Like, I think what I'll need to do is go through the files for the playlists and just remove all the Sabaton and a few of the other songs that I've disabled, because it still tries to play them, but the file length is 0 seconds, because I've disabled them. Yeah, it's one of the other songs that I've disabled. Let's just go for the Caravan, for example. Right, so I wanted to get the claims over here, but we don't have the points quite yet. Zunicelis is something that, I mean, I could possibly even provoke that revolt. It's only going to be like 7... No, 4 regiments total. Oh. Should be able to take care of that rather quickly. That gives us a bit more breathing room. We could even do a quick war over here to take that one. Enemy says Zijinga province. I know. I'm going to be there rather shortly. We're going to be probably not stack wiping quite yet. Or maybe. No, not quite. Oh wait, no, we did. Well, never mind then. Oh, Dishonored Alliance expired. There we go. So our diplomatic reputation has improved again. Now, our vassal over here is not particularly good right now, because only way to expand it would be either give our own provinces in here, which I don't want to give this because it is a gold province, and at the same time, a White Horde is our ally, but eventually White Horde will probably collapse. Oh, there we go. Truce with Erednis has ended. But just, oh. In coalition against the Mamluks. I wonder, can I join that coalition? No. Who is in that coalition then? Oh, well, there's a few nations. Karman, Kandar, Fadl, Persians, Kuku. Right. And even the Ottomans could join. Oh, right, I see. They changed it so that if it's yellow, then they could join. But they haven't joined yet. I suppose Ottomans have been busy fighting their own wars in the west, so they might not join the coalition. So maybe we don't want to attack that one, just to see if they can kind of retake some of this land from the Mamluks. I doubt they can, because Mamluks are bloody strong, although if there's enough nations, then it's a possibility. It's not going to be easy, mind you, but... Oh, bollocks. Our spy got caught again, so we can't get this done anytime soon. Okay, well, at least at October, the QQ spy network will start increasing again. And how is the corruption? Is still going up quite drastically. We are 0 stability, so we can't really do... let's have a look at the... is it curtail prerogative again? No. It's the direct prerequisite, isn't it? And fight corruption. Never is it elites. So loyalty minus 20 for all of them. All of the elites. Lose a bit of stability. Not a full point, but like a little bit progress on the stability. Legitimacy will go down. Corruption impact of elites for 10 years minus 33%. Minus 5 is the corruption. Wait, but that's the state corruption. If we go for the recall corrupt officials, that would reduce the provincial corruption for 10 years minus 0.2 per year, so that would be basically 2 points of corruption reduced. That's not all that bad. No, not all that great, I would say. Revitalize the admin. That would be minus 15 bureaucratic corruption, which I suppose is the provincial corruption, kind of. Unless I missed that. Oh, but all power costs would go up there. Admin efficiency would go down there. Ability increase interval. Legitimacy. I think the legitimacy is going to be the cheapest one of those. That would still keep the burghers and ability relatively happy. Clergy would be a bit unhappy, but that's not too bad. I think we are going to do that. And what we can do is we can support the clergy a little bit to get their opinion up again. We could just donate it to church. How much that? 5% of the tax? Yeah, that should be alright. There's a lot of state raise with the last one. Oh, right. But yeah, that should improve the situation over time, was it? Hold on a minute. Oh, wait, no, it was just the... Oh, bollocks, that wasn't the corruption that I wanted to reduce. I mean, kind of it is, but it's gonna start going up even faster now. 5% total, which would... Oh, yeah. I wonder, actually, if we were to do the... Expand bureaucracy, will that increase the... Oh yeah, bureaucracy corruption, so that's not something that I want to necessarily do right now. Just let the corruption go down. I mean, it should be still going down. It is. Just not very quickly. But it is going down. There is quite a bit of state corruption, though. Oh, I think what this... Okay. So the state corruption gives provincial corruption, like, it's more or less your... Well, state corruption divided by 2. I see. That is limiting the province one. So next year there should be some more reduction to province corruption. Yeah, that kind of seems to be the case. Oh, apparently there's other spy networks than me as well. Or some other nations are doing spy network as well, I should say. So how... It's a relatively long list of the coalition in here. Right, so yeah, that's still going up. How's the stability doing? I didn't take a look at that. Hopefully it's still going up. Actually, it's going down right now. Well, I mean, there are some of the commoner interactions, I suppose, that I could do. For example, the temporary tax relief, that would be a bit costly. But at the same time, that would basically guarantee the stability going up rather shortly. That would be a bit of admin points. Yeah, that would be pretty bad for our income. But we got some cash reserves, so I think we can do that. Right, so the bureaucrat loyalty is at least slowly growing again. So are we still... Oh yeah, I've still got massive corruption there. I think next year though, or in let's say by 1410, we'll hopefully have the corruption or provincial corruption below 50%, which would then hopefully lower the state corruption quite a bit. Because I'm pretty sure that at that point the 2.56 corruption per year is gonna wear off, which means that the corruption is gonna start plummeting, which is good for us, of course. Right, well, we've dealt with the 2 rebellions. If I was to declare war over here... I mean, again, this is one of the nations that is in a coalition against Mamluks. And curtailing Mamluks might be actually more worthwhile for us right now than taking 1 or 2 provinces. Of course, I can't do anything about it, but that's not my problem. Technically, we've got 3 options to attack. We could attack QQ, we could attack RQ, or Persia. I do realise that this is not really Persia, but it would be more like Iraq, to be fair. Anyway, we're going to attack south, or west. Now, this one would definitely be the easiest one, I reckon. But at the same time, that would put us right next to Mamluks, and that would put us pretty much in face of rather bad situations, let's put it that way. Hey, the year's changing, we're going to have a look at the how the corruption is going, or the provincial corruption is... evolving. Hopefully it's gonna go down still relatively quickly. I think we might be reaching something like 53% this year, and then it's gonna be going down like 2% again for the next year. So I think in about 3 years, or like around 1410 or 1411 should be below the 50% mark again. And then we'll need to kind of make sure that we don't do the reforms too quickly to keep the state corruption down at least a little bit, or the provincial corruption down at least a little bit. I suppose one thing that I could do in the meanwhile is drill the army a little bit. The legitimacy is going down a little bit because we got... Oh, we got a regency, I forgot that. Oh yeah, it's not a great regency at that. At least our heir isn't too bad, but the legitimacy isn't great. But, you know, it could be a lot worse, and the points on... Well, it's only 8 points total, so it's actually slightly below average. But compared to our current ruler, it would be quite an improvement. Now, did we get the... Oh yeah, we got the administration ideas already unlocked in here. There's still quite a bit that we need to do in here, but there's so many things on this list that we do want to get. And we are... Technically speaking, yeah, we are behind in tech. But we'd also want to get this... I mean, that would be admin efficiency of 5%, would actually be quite substantial. Like 2/3 of what we have right now from the techs. Of course, that's not the full truth. Well, actually, it is.